Hello everyone, good afternoon, good evening, good morning, wherever you are watching from. I hope we are doing okay. Welcome to my channel once again. My name is Onyinye Ude, and if today is your first time of watching, then you are welcome. Please subscribe before the end of this video if you have not subscribed. So on today's video, this is what we have today. We are going to be making Okpa. Yes, we are going to be making Okpa. Okpa is a special Enugu State meal. It's mostly used for breakfast, snacks. Okpa here is in flour form, is a beans recipe, okay, more nutritious than black eyed peas. So look at it. There are techniques, ways to cook it. Unlike moi-moi, it has a special way to make it, and if you fail to follow the steps, you are not going to get a good Okpa. It's going to spoil. You will not eat it. So unlike beans, when you are doing moi-moi, it requires a lot of ingredients. You can add egg, you can add crayfish, you can add onions as you like, red bell peppers, everything you want to add. Fish, you can add it. But in Okpa, the major ingredient is red oil. So look at our red oil. It doesn't require much, so that it will not spoil it and it will not overwhelm the taste of Okpa itself. Okay, so this is the only ingredient we have here. I have salt, I have a fresh pepper. If you like hot Okpa, you can do it. Add as much as you like. Then I'm going to be adding a bouillon, just these 2 cubes. I'm going to add it. Some people will not even add bouillon, but I'm going to add it. As I said, the main ingredient is the red oil. Then we are going to use the red oil. This is the ingredient. Very small, no crayfish. You can add a little onions. If you add too much, it will spoil it. So it's even better, because Okpa doesn't need all that much ingredients. So what I'm going to do right now, first I'm going to use the oil and mix it up properly. You don't add water like moi-moi and start dissolving. No, you use the oil, you mix it up properly as if you are mixing up there was a time I taught you how to cook Okpa soup. I said you don't carry the Okpa and put in the pot, because it's in powder form, that if you do so, it will become lumps. So that is the same techniques we are going to be using today. We are going to use the red oil and we will mix it up together very well. Add as much as we like. Mix it up very well. Then we are going to use hot water. It's going to be hot enough that you can handle it when you put your hands in it. So we are going to use hot water. Then we are going to start mixing it up. It's so sticky, okay? It takes time to dissolve properly, so you take your time, gently until you get a puree, not too watery and not too thick Okpa. You get the right consistency. So now that I've introduced what we are going to be making today, let's start the proper cooking of Okpa. So now I've assembled everything and I'm going to start mixing the Okpa. I said we are going to add oil. We need enough oil. So whenever you are planning to cook it, make sure you have enough oil. So I've added the oil and I'm going to use my hand and start mixing it up. Okpa is a major Enugu State food. When you come to Enugu State, the main people that are known for cooking Okpa is Nsukka people. Their Okpa is so special, very special. Another people known for cooking Okpa is Nkanu people, Amage, okay, Amage and other Nkanu areas. They are known for cooking Okpa. They make it, they sell it. It's a means of livelihood. Okay, as I said, not so many people know how to make it because it requires a lot of techniques for it to form very well. So unlike moi-moi, you can put it in a cold water after wrapping it and start cooking. You don't do it with Okpa. You have to put your Okpa in a boiling water. That is when you put your Okpa, the one you wrapped already. Okay, you put it in a boiling water in the pot, not a cold water. If you put it in a cold water and start cooking it, it will spoil. You will not eat it. It will be like a goosey, okay, mushy, so it's not going to form very well. When you finish cooking Okpa, it is in the same texture with moi-moi, but it doesn't taste the same because they are different. It looks like moi-moi, but they are very, very different. So that is it. And again, you don't use cold water to dissolve it. You use warm water, hot enough that you can handle. Then you can use banana leaf, dried banana leaf made for it, but I'm going to be using a nylon. Okay daddy. Okay, so I'm going to be using nylon. I'm going to show you how you can tie it so that you will get the form you need for it. I'm going to add more oil. I think it's okay. Yep. The first time I made the Okpa, then I was still living with my parents. I was still young in school. The first time I made the Okpa, I spoiled it. I went and added all the ingredients you use for moi-moi, and it's spoiled. But luckily, I have Nkanu people that we live with. Okay, I'm getting it. Okay, so they are the people that taught me all these things I'm teaching you right now. They saw it and they were like, "What did you do? And what did you do?" So, because my mother is a teacher, so those days they used to buy things in bulk as teachers and they share it. So that is how we got it. It's not like we eat Okpa in our house. That is the first time we made it in our house. We used to buy it from those people that sell. And then, time to mix our Okpa up. So I have hot water here, but I can still handle it, okay? So I'm going to start pouring it, mixing it up gently, gently. So this is how you do it. I guess the major work in Okpa lies in mixing it up. because it gets sticky and lumpy. Okay, it's hard, but it's delicious. Okpa is nutritious. Okpa is delicious. People love okpa so much. Where I came from, people in Enugu State, they like okpa so much. So this is how you do it. Do it gently until it is properly mixed, until we get the right consistency. You see, it's getting sticky, too sticky. So, but this is how you do it. Follow this step and you will get the right okpa. Your okpa will not spoil. So the reason for not adding all these ingredients is not only for it not to be overwhelmed the taste of okpa, but the major reason is that it's going to spoil it. The okpa will not turn out well. So that is the reason. So it will spoil. So you be careful. Major ingredient is oil, pepper, salt. You can add a little small quantity of onions, or do it the way I am doing it if you want to get the right thing. So I'm gonna add more water. See? Look at how sticky it looks. So look at our okpa, just like melted cheese. Look at it. It's very, very smooth. I like the way it turned out. It's not lumpy, not too much work. So what we are going, look at it, no lump at all. So what we are going to work on now is the consistency. So I'm going to add some water now that is very smooth. I don't have any lump. I'm going to add some water more so that we will get the consistency that we want. Then we will start adding our ingredients. So I'm adding the water. We are working on the consistency. We want, look at it. We want the right consistency so that we will get the okpa will form very, very well. I think we have the right consistency now. Let me add a little water. It's okay. So we have the right consistency. So look at it. And you see it now properly? Yes. So look at the consistency that we have. It's not too runny, it's not too watery, and it's not thick at all. Because it's going to form like moi-moi. So look at it. We have the right consistency. Right now, I'm going to start adding the ingredients. I'm going to add salt. I'm going to add salt. Then I'm going to add, I said I'm going to add bouillon. Yeah, Some people will not add this, but I'm adding it. If you can add salt, then you can add bouillon. So I'm going to add our pepper. Right now I'm going to be using spoon. Now that I've added the ingredient, I'm going to use this to mix it up. I don't want pepper to burn my hand. You mix it up properly, you taste it. Okay. So that is the ingredient we added: salt, pepper, bouillon. No crayfish, no onions, no thyme or curry or garlic powder, fresh. No. You don't add these. So it's properly mixed now, and the salt is enough, well salted. Now it's time for us to wrap it up and start cooking. So for the wrapping, I'm using these twist tie bags. Okay, nylon bags. Look at it, waterproof. We used to call it waterproof. We have Santana, we have other ones for bread. So this is for bread. So I'm going to show you how you can tie it. So if you're living in abroad, you use this. Back home they still use it, but people prefer the one made with wrapped with a banana leaf, because that banana leaves adds to its flavor. So look at it. You don't just pour it the way you pour your moi-moi. This is what you do. You tie the tip like this at the bottom. Tie it up like this. Then turn it upside down. Okay? So like this. Okay? So that you get the Okpa form, Okpa shape. Okay? You tie it. Then you turn it upside down. And the other one stays inside. Okay, now we are ready to wrap it. Okay? So this is what I'm using. I have this bowl. I put it there, the bag, so that it will not spill. Then you put the quantity that it can contain. Don't put too much, so that you can wrap the top very well. You can use a string to tie it up if you have. So I'm adding 2 of these spoons. 2 of the spoon, so I can wrap it very well. So look at it. Then I will tie it up very firmly. Okay, don't give it too much space, like this. See? Look at it. Look at how it will look. Okay, look at how firmly I tied it up. I'm gonna do another one. Use a bowl so it will not spill and make a mess. Okay, so you see my hand. Then I'm adding 2 of the spoon I have here, measuring it. 1, 2. Then I will wrap it. See? Then I'll tie it up. Wrap it up firmly, okay? Okay, we have something like this. Okay, firmly. So you continue doing it until the last one is done. Okay, so that is how you wrap your okpa. I don't know how to do the leaf one. It's for that one is for the people that have not had the opportunity to learn it. So tie it properly. See? So you look at our okpa. Look at it. So look at our wrapped okpa. Okay. Now I have water in the pot. I have it on the stove boiling. So we are going to start adding it. As I said, you don't add it in cold water. If you do, it will spoil. So look at our water. It's boiling. So I'm going to start adding the okpa. So this is how you do it. Add it in a boiling water. If not, it will not be firm. It will be like a egusi. It will spoil. Do not even try to eat it. This one you will not even manage. You just throw it away. So I'm going to cover the pot and allow it to cook until it is properly cooked. Now look at the okpa. From the look of things, our okpa turned out very well. Can you see this? It turned out very well, but it's not cooked yet. Okay, it's not cooked yet. We will cook this okpa for like 1 hour, and you cook it as long as it takes. You know that it's done when you get one and cut it, and then you eat it, and then you know that it is properly cooked. So I'm going to cover it up. I'm going to cover it up once again and let it cook as long as it takes. By the time I come back again, then we will get it out. So our okpa has been cooking for a while now, almost 1 hour, and it is properly cooked. It's time to get it out. I am glad it turned out very well. Look at it. You can see it's properly cooked. It's almost cracking. It's well cooked, and I am glad it turned out very well. As I told you the first time I made it, we have to throw it away. We couldn't eat it, but today it got something special. So I'm getting it out, turning off the stove. We are done. And when you make something that you are satisfied with, you are happy. And look at how big it is. It rises. So big. Oh yeah. It's so big. See what we have here. This is so beautiful. This is called Okpa. Okay, Okpa, Enugu State food recipe. This is mainly for morning breakfast. Okay, snacks. It's delicious. It's nutritious. It is a beans. This is a beans specie called Okpa. Okpa in Igbo language. So this is Okpa. Okpa, I made it today. We are coming to the end of our video. Please share this video. This is a rare video, okay? A rare recipe that you can see, okay? Because Okpa is not everybody